Hey everyone, we're here on Calypso again this week so that we can participate in Mayhem. And so I thought we would do a little bit of mining. And so we're kind of going to shoot out here and then kind of just do a south pass on this section of the blue. And just kind of see what we can kind of hit. We're going to use the Ziplex Z20. I picked it up from my buddy. It's still got a bunch of durability left. And so I'm going to try and sneak past some of these allophils real fast and get away from the city there. Just long enough to do a drop. Oh, you can't mine here anyway. So we're gonna have to get out for a quick sec before they'll let us do a drop anyway, it looks like. And if the spawn gets too thick, we'll obviously, oh, there we go. Now we're far enough out. We'll throw down our ship and kind of use it to scoot by some of this stuff, especially as the spawn starts to get thicker like this. Or if we get aggro, it's a nice way to dump our aggro and escape. Well, so far, no. We're gonna have to kind of scoot around down by the waterfront, it looks like, to get around this little section. There we go. So we're kind of hoping to pick up maybe some iron, some listerium, some oil, some of the more common stuff today, just because we want to use it for some crafting. And I don't know if we'll get lucky like that. So far, we're not getting lucky at all. But that happens when you'll get a dry run for a second. We're going to try and scoot through the middle here. Oh, cool. Alamostini's liquid. We can use that for gel. We used that last time to craft a little bit of basic sheet metal, as I recall. I'm not sure what we use the ignisium. I feel like I've seen it recently while looking up some blueprints, but I'm not sure exactly which blueprint that was. Probably some subcomponent we need for one of the widgets. Um, we're trying to kind of piece together enough stuff to make a small run or a big run. It's going to be like an hour-ish, 800,000 clicks. We're just trying to get the widget put up so we can run a gizmo, whether that be an armor or a weapon. Oh, that's a nice size one. Well, there's that oil we need for the basic filter, but we need a lot of filters. I think it was like almost 10,000. Alright, I need to repair that one. Well, I've been using this other one. And one of these days I'll even remember to repair it. I think it's been like 2 or 3 weeks now where we've done the mining and I've been like, oh yeah, I forgot to repair that. We'll use the other one. Which is a good reason to keep a backup. And oil's good for us. We like to travel between the planets anyway. And so what we don't use for crafting, we'll just throw up in our Slipnir for getting around the planet or our interceptor for going planet to planet. Since I don't travel with loot very much, um, it definitely doesn't hurt me to go and fly. Um, as opposed to always having to take a warp. All right, now I think we're going to cross the river here to the east and keep going. Now that we've successfully navigated the Alethyle area here. You know what? We'll do one last drop on the edge. Oh, cool. There's some iron. We definitely wanted some iron today. It's used to run the Jester, which one D1, which is used to pop blueprints sometimes. That's what I like. That's what I like to use it for anyway. Some people use it for skilling, I suppose. Um, but it went into one of the subcomponents that we needed, which is why we wanted the iron today. I don't think we're going to do a big run on the Jester anytime soon, but you never know. Um, impulse control being what it is, hit or miss. But we're definitely going to need a lot of crude oil to do that filter. It's crude oil and Listerium, and we haven't hit any Listerium today, which is kind of odd. It's one of the more common things to hit, but maybe not in this area. I've never really farmed or like done mining and logged really what we get. Well, this looks like a little mixed area. Barocycles and Plumaturgus. Plumaturgus. And don't try to say that fast. And so a bunch of these common materials like this Melkai water, um, this gets refined into Melkai crystals, which are used in a handful of subcomponents, I believe. I don't want to misspeak and say which ones because I don't really remember 100%. But a bunch of the subcomponents are used in the widgets, and then a bunch are also used in the uh, Amatrax weapons or Armatrix. Armatrix, I guess is how you pronounce it. Hopefully that guy stays over there. And we'll grab up our little bit of Megan stone here. That I for sure don't know what it goes with. Outside crafting, right? Everything's used in crafting somewhere. And I like to use the waypoints so that, oh, 1 second. We gotta kill this first. So I like to use the waypoints so that we can track how far we've moved since the last drop. You know, we're just gonna leapfrog these guys with the old ship. This definitely looks like a mixed spawn of those Baracycles and those Pluma. I'm just gonna call them Plumas because it's easier to say, I think, than that mess of a name that they actually have. That's why we give things nicknames. Alright, let's grab some more oil. How much oil do we have? Oh, nice. We got enough for almost a pretty decent sized run on those filters, I think. I don't know how many we'll make in a little hour run on the basic filter. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fly up over that ridge. Otherwise, we're gonna get stuck down here. And it's a good time to do it since we just got mobbed by a couple of those Baracycles. I wonder if we can mine the top of this mountain and see what we get. Oh, what do we got up here? Oh, more Baracycles. It definitely looks like we could, but the mobs are a little thicker up here, it looks like. So we'll just land, drop one, and then hop back on our ship and carry on. Hopefully the spawns aren't too thick moving forward. Oh, oh, hit some Cumbria stone, it looks like. That's used in some of the lower level blueprints for sure. I recall. And we're hoping to be just far enough this side that that guy stays over there. And then we'll make our way towards our next drop point. There's our Listerium. With one or two more hits like that, and we should be pretty solid on that filter run, I think. And we might need to do a couple widget runs to get enough widgets up to do the gizmo runs. I want to say it's 2 widgets per click. Maybe we'll check it out while we run when we're not at risk of being attacked. It's actually going to be in the weapons book. Oh yeah, it's 3 widgets per attempt. All right, we're going to go this way, I think. Those plummet things have really low aggro, and so we can always scoot towards them to split past one of those baracycles, which is what we just did there. And that just allows us to kind of escape. Oh, now we're getting into some cornundacadas. Those are cornies. I'm not trying to say that all the time. Oh, they got a reasonable aggro range, it looks like. It's alright, we'll just bust our way through if we have to. Now we're making some progress, I think. We'll just have to scoot around. They look pretty spaced out again, which should be kind of in our benefit. Means we'll get attacked less, in theory. Well, it'll make it easier to scoot around them, so we're attacked less. Whoa. Bear with me just a second here. There we go. The Z button on the keyboard got stuck for a second, so it was going to spin us. And if I get the spins, I want to have earned them. Now we're getting into some slightly bigger of those corny mobs. Oh, that one's probably going to attack us. Yep. I think we actually outrun it with the maze hammer, but I want to be able to drop some probes too, so. Alright, let's see what we got. Looks like some Blasarium and some oil. There we go. I think we successfully scooted past those. Oh, there's a few prancers out here. So it seems like a lot of this stuff is in mixed spawn zones. We noticed that when we did the Prancer Codex before. Luckily, we found a little spot on this north beach that was just Prancers. Um, but a lot of the stuff seems to kind of be mixed spawns. Where was it? It was out here, I think, on this beach is where the kind of dedicated Prancer spawn was. But we're gonna have to scoot around all these corny mobs. And I think that uh, Prancer's trying to catch up to us and attack us. Yep, but it's slow. Alright, let's get back to dropping a few more probes, hoping to hit something. I think we're gonna jump past with the ship and just maybe land and do a couple of drops on our way to that first waypoint. Just 'cause running around those mobs is getting a little tedious, I think. And it for sure was gonna get worse. They're kind of getting more densely packed there. But we'll land right here and do a quick drop. Alright, looks like some oil and some of that cumberstone. And then we'll start heading towards that second waypoint. And we're hoping that that blue area on the map has some iron. It's kind of the main thing we were kind of shooting for. Especially now that we've already picked up a bunch of our oil. I mean, we probably go for some Listerium for that blueprint. And because we use it for a bunch of different stuff. I don't really know what all is a possibility for a drop. I know that each land area or section has its own kind of breakdown of what's there, what depth you have to hit to get it, maybe. Oh yeah, this is a pretty thick spawn area. I mean, not like crazy density, but enough that it makes mining slightly problematic. Should be able to land here, do a quick drop, and then we'll shoot across the river again. Ooh, those are bigger Argonauts. Argonaut's got a pretty good. So that's a Mollusk Scout and an Argonaut Raider. Pretty sure I don't want to have to take these guys down. But I do want to get a few drops in here. But we'll definitely be using our ship to leapfrog. Alright, now we head southward. But because of the Argonauts and the density, we're definitely going to leapfrog for a little bit. Oh, that one aggroed. Whoa, that's going to be serious. Let's get out the good armor. Let's dump these guys. We're gonna need the good armor to survive. That was a level 20, a 13, and a 9 or something. And so we're just trying to get far enough away they don't aggro again. And so our options are to clear them. Looks like this guy's gonna path right back over us though. Looks like they all are. Let's take him out. Well, it's gonna actually be tricky for me to take these out. I don't have a big weapon. Luckily the good armor might save us. So we're back in the same situation where it's all three attacking us. Trying to avoid that other one aggroing. And it's gonna move us back to where we have to be to harvest our claim here. I was gonna say our other option would be to summon it. And you can summon it like, I think it's up to 100 meters maybe. The claim itself. So we're gonna try to avoid getting mobbed like that again. You can see it's kind of a thick spawn down here. So this might be a good spot if you're trying to do that Argonaut codex. I don't think it's taxed. I think it's just an open area. I don't think it's owned by anyone outside of Mindark. And they're pretty high level. Like level 20-ish. Some of them. I've never even heard of this. Arianite? So no clue what this goes into. Do another little quick drop here. This looks nice. Looks like a little bit of more oil, which definitely seems to be the majority of the energy hits we've got today. Oh, what do we got there? Mollusks? Yeah, we'll scoot around them. They have pretty low aggro. Looks like we hit a little bit of Blissarium there. Oh, that guy spawned out of nowhere. So it looks like we're hitting into the mollusk area. And we're just going to kind of try to scoot around and head south and hope they don't aggro on us. I've always done my mollusk hunting south of Megavolt, but this seems like it's a nice, not too packed area. Oh, there's a reasonable Listerium hit. Let's go grab that up. And we'll see if we grab it up before that guy wanders over here and tries to attack us. Alright, off we go. And we're just going to go up a little further. Around the 800-meter, do another drop or so. Well, there's some more Listerium. I guess we're heading back. Alright, southward again. Oh, I guess to do a drop I should actually equip the mining tool, not the extracting tool, huh? Details, details. kind of excited about the oil. I know most people don't get excited about the oil they hit, um, but we really needed to refuel some of our vehicles, and like I said earlier, we need a bunch for that crafting. I don't know how much a hour run on that filter is going to grant us, so we might have to do a couple of different runs on it in order to get enough to do that first level widget. This part nice. No monsters now. Oh, what do we get? Small little blissarium. I wonder what monster. I wonder if we're still in the mollusk or beryllium, huh? Well, let's grab that, and then we'll go check and see what that mob is as we scoop past it, hopefully. Yeah, it was just a young mollusk, it looks like. So we'll scoop past that, do a few more drops. We haven't hit really much iron today, which is kind of, well, a little sad, honestly. But since that's what we were hoping to get, but we got a bunch of other stuff, so it's hard to be too sad about it. Especially since we picked up a bunch of the crafting materials that we were going to need while gathering a bunch of skill to do so. But we haven't done horribly bad today in any event. Alright, we'll give it another drop at the 100 and then on the waypoint. So there's a lot of Blissarium out here, it looks like, at least at the depth we're hitting today anyway. We've hit it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now. Ooh, that looks serious. I bet those aggro from a ways out too. A Thefax Stalker. Also, we will not be codexing level 105s anytime soon. So this will definitely be get your ship out territory pretty fast, I imagine. But we're just going to kind of keep heading southward and hope they're not too thick density-wise. Maybe we can scoot the edge and they're all kind of in the center. There's a little bit more beryllium. Oh, nothing. We've been doing pretty good hitting one or the other for a while. We were bound to get another one like that soon though, right? No stretch lasts forever. Does kind of seem like we were able to avoid those fefexes though. So that's was really nice. But this area is looking a little dry, we'll say. Oh, what are we getting up here? Back to the fefexes? Nope, those are mollusks. Oh, that's a fepex though. Looks like some more blissarium. We're hoping that stays over there. We're gonna kind of scoot around all that. They're all the way up on the water line, it looks like. Which means it's definitely ship time. Those look mean. So this is definitely a higher level area for hunters, and we will not be staying pretty far away from it, except for the odd mining run that we're doing right now, because we are in no way, shape, or form ready to take on those type of creatures. And they're reasonably densely packed there. What sort of creatures we got here? Mollusks again? Excellent. We'll go ahead and grab up our ship. And grab our Listerium and oil that we just hit, that we landed literally right on top of. Alright, off and dashing we're going. Although maybe a little light on the dash based on our speed, but maybe it's more of a lumbering along. Nothing there. Well, that was sad. Another nothing. We're gonna run for a second, because that was 5 misses in a row, I think. So we'll wait. We'll do another one at like 1100 maybe. Well, this last little stretch so far has been kind of a bust. The first section though was pretty nice, especially on the amount of Blistarium we were pulling down. Since we're going to use that for a subcomponent, I'm sure. I just don't remember which one it went into. Oh, there's some iron. Wonder if we weren't hitting deep enough for the iron for the most part. You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap up with this iron deposit. I hope that everyone is having an amazing day. Stay epic.